Hi, welcome back to another episode on the Leyland. Right, I actually have got some stuff done this week, which is rare, to say the least. It might not look like it, but I have. The radiator. I've got the radiator all painted, all put together. That's ready to go on the tractor. It's not on yet, I'll explain that in a minute. I've got the expansion tank all painted and on. Nightmare with the paint on this. I don't know what paint I used, but everything that I touched it pickled. So I had to blast it right back to bare metal. But it's come up nice. I'm pleased with the radiator. I've got a feeling the radiator's got a tiny hole in, but that radiator was new not that long ago. Unfortunately, one of the fan blades broke off the original fan and dinked it. I don't know that it's got a hole in it, and if it has, it's microscopic. Some rad weld to cure that. And anyone that says that's a bodge, well, yeah, it is, but it's cheaper than 300 odd quid for another radiator. The radiator's fine. It is. You'll notice I've got a pulley on my engine. It's the aluminium pulley I brought that didn't fit. I've done some modifications to that. I'll put the footage of me doing that in here. Okay, I've got my slug of aluminium in the post this morning. Our plan is to make this boss with a bit of an extension on it. Probably be somewhere around there, that we can TIG weld to this pulley here, basically to extend the depth of this pulley a bit. So that is what I'm up to at the moment. Let me trim this down a bit so it fits in that part and we can progress. Okay, I've trued up the end and recessed so that locates on there nice. Now all I've got to do is bore that out. I've lost my cap here somewhere. There she is. All I've got to do is bore that out in there to replicate that. But we need these sides to stick up further. It makes sense when it's done. But that's where we are. I'm going to bore a hole through the middle of it now. I'm only going to come this far. And I'm not going to part this off until I've got the inside looking just like that. Because if I make a mistake, I can just go further into this bar. So we are getting somewhere. Okay, here's what we got. Here is our new front cone. Obviously it needs a lot of machining yet. But I'll wait until it's welded together before I trim it to shape a bit and reduce that thickness, because that wants to come down by about 2/3. But that sits beautifully. Hang on. That gives us just the clearance we need. It's missing the belts. And what I do, once it's all TIG welded up, I'll stick it back in the lathe and true it all up, although it's all going to be pretty true as it is. But that cures my pulley problem. It looks very bulky on the front, but like I said, once that's TIG welded on, I can match the profile to the rest of the pulley. And we should be good. Hopefully. But we'll find out in just a moment. Okay, I've TIG welded the pulley together and I've machined it down. That is our extended nose cone. I've just got to drill 4 holes in it for this plate. Now what I'll do, I'll put this on the water pump because it's got a boss that locates these holes. I shall use a transfer punch to mark and drill 1 hole. Drill and tap that. Well, it doesn't need tapping because the threads are on the water pump boss. So I just need to drill 1 hole and then I'll bolt it on with the 1 bolt and mark the other 3. And I might have to depending on how far the cooling fan sticks through. I don't really want to shave any more off the pulley for strength. So what I'll do, I'll probably put that in the mill and just run an end mill down there to create a little bit of clearance for the 3 bolts that hold the cooling fan on, which I haven't got handy. But that solves all my pulley problems. I now have a good water pump pulley. Thank God. On to the next thing. Okay, so that is what I done with the pulley. I'll show you a video. That is the clearance I've now got, which is fine. They're not going to touch. It's sitting in the correct place. The belt is sitting in the pulley lovely. One of the chaps, I do apologise, I want to say, is it Peter, commented it and said that pulley is actually for a Turkish tractor. I don't know nothing about that, but it would make sense. It just didn't fit at all, not even close. It fitted the hub, but it was just colliding with everything. But I thought, I've already brought it, so I done what you just watched and got it fitted. I've got to paint it blue. That's the only reason why I haven't put the fan and the radiator on. I've had to have a massive tidy up because I simply had no room to paint anything, with the exception of the wheels. So let's go and have a quick look at the wheels. Okay, I've bolted the wheels on the back of the tractor because the easiest way to put tyres on them is to have them securely attached to something, and what better than the tractor. The wheels, I literally blasted them, painted them and put them on. I'll put the footage of the bit I've got of the wheels. Okay, I've got the back wheels back from sandblasting. I've not had them painted. I'll do that myself now. I'll give them a coat of 2-pack primer. Probably 2-3 coats of 2-pack primer. I'm not going to go to town on filling, pitting and whatnot because they're tractor wheels. But they will look nice and shiny when they're done. So I'm going to go and clear a space in the workshop, hang them up, just clean off the grit and whatnot, and we'll get some primer on them, which you will see next. Okay, I've got the wheels all primed and painted silver. They come up pretty good actually. I'm not going to the effort of filling and sanding out pitting, because in my opinion that's going too far. They look clean and shiny. There's no rust on them. The backs look good too. I've cleaned the bolts that hold the centres to the wheels. I painted them separately and then I bolted them together and gave them a couple of extra coats. Alright, if I can squeeze by. So I'm going to leave them hung up. I won't try putting the tyres on them until next week. I'll let that paint cure right off. Tomorrow, I've changed a lot of tyres, as you can see. I've got to tidy up this mess. It's reached that critical stage. So let's get on with something else. So they've been painted, they're on. You might wonder why the middles are primed, and that's because of the way I hung them up was with a strap round the middle. So there was a strip all the way through the middle that didn't get painted. But the wheels are on. I'm quite pleased with them actually. They've come up good. For tractor wheels, they're fine. I've got to get this week some stuff is truly going to happen. I'm not going to try and put the tyres on these wheels for a few more days because the paint needs to cure and the tyres will just peel the paint off if you're not careful. I think I need to, I don't know, that I might have to repair one of the tubes as well. They are new tubes, they were new with the tyres, but I did split one putting it on. I put a patch on it and it did hold air, but I don't want to have to take them off again anytime soon. So I'm going to probably lift you up a bit there. I'm probably going to buy another tube so I know they're good. And then I've got good tubes and good tyres all round. What else is there to say? Not a lot. I'm very pleased I've got the pulley done. That solves that headache. I've just got to, like I said, paint the pulley and get that on. I didn't TIG weld the pulley, incidentally. I'm not claiming to. I got a place in town to do it. I've got a very fancy TIG welder here that weld aluminium, an AC/DC TIG welder. It's a very posh one. It cost a lot of money, but I've never really used it for other things other than brackets and whatnot. And being a pulley, I've got plenty of other stuff to be doing. I left a professional to weld that up, and he done a lovely job. So that is the pulley. I'll just show you, I showed you the fitment of the pulley, but I'll show you. There is the pulley in situ. I machined the groove as well, so the pulley all runs perfectly true. The belt fits in there lovely. Jobs are good and on the pulley. Jobs are good and on the wheels. They're both looking great. My blasting man done a very good job of blasting them for me. I'm very pleased with them. He's a good lad. But that is kind of this week's video. The hydraulic pipes, the problem I got with the hydraulic pipes is that the hydraulic valve body, which is here, has been painted. That lives on this plate, which was never fitted to this tractor because it had a rattle cab on and they removed all this stuff. That bolts on here somewhere. The valve body bolts to that. Obviously, I've got to paint that. I've got to paint the wing stays that bolts to. It's kind of just like you've got to do stuff in the right order. But I have got the hydraulic pipes on the tractor. They're all fine. It's just waiting for paint. I've had a bloody good tidy up in here now, and I've got room to paint some stuff this week. So this week's goals are paint all the dark blue bits blue, get the hydraulics plumbed in, fix that diesel leak and get a radiator on it. And then next week's video, we can actually run it up to temperature and see what she actually runs like. I mean, we've had her running. She sounds well, but just a little bit of tweaking. So that is it for this week. Yeah, progress is slow but surely coming together. I'm hoping to have this all done. Oh, I'm going to say the next 2 weeks, and then we can start on the bonnet and the wings, getting them painted, and the seat brackets. Basically all the light blue bits. All the bits I've got left to do here are dark blue. I've got the, hang on, I'll show you. I've got the 3-point linkage hydraulic lift unit and the foot plates to paint. I've already painted the foot plate brackets. They're all ready to go on. I've got to make a little bit of wiring for the lights. I've got to run the wires for the lights. They go in with the fuel pipes up to the back here for the side lights and the plough light. I haven't actually brought any of the light fittings or the light mounts or number plate mounts. I've still yet to buy all of that. But my list of things to buy has shrunk rapidly. The wife will be pleased. But yeah, there we go. Tune in next week where we will have a running tractor that moves. Promise. So you don't want to miss that. So make sure you like and subscribe. It costs you nothing. I'm up to 102 subscribers. It's incredible. I'm starting to notice the fame around the village now. I went in the local shop the other day and everyone in there knew who I was straight away, which is incredible. It's odd, I've been using that shop for 25 years. So it's funny, isn't it, YouTube fame? But there we go. Yeah, like and subscribe. I'll see you next week with some more exciting happenings. See you soon.